Welcome everyone to the Western Wisconsin Journal. I'm Kendra Grams, the pastor at First Presbyterian Church in Hudson, and today I'm back to host another conversation with some wonderful nonprofit partners here about an upcoming exciting event. So I'm happy to welcome Andy Johnson of River Valley Charities today to talk about their upcoming event, the Coldest Night of the Year. So welcome, Andy.
Thanks, Kendra.
It's great to have you back. I remember about a year ago we talked about the first one of these. So fill us in. Why did River Valley's Charities decide to do another Coldest Night of the Year? And who's it going to benefit this year?
Absolutely. Well, thanks for having me back. It feels like yesterday we were just talking about this event. And certainly the last week of weather has made me think a lot about the Coldest Night of the Year. So last year, as you said, was our first event. And we raised over $60,000 for the hurt, hungry, and homeless in our local community. And we were blown away by that. We started with a goal of $20,000. And just to see this community come together for a family-friendly walk in downtown Hudson, we thought, we're doing this again. And Coldest Night of the Year is actually an international movement. So there are hundreds of cities across the U.S. and Canada that walk for local charities on the same night. And we thought, it's a no-brainer. We're doing this again. We're going to make this an annual tradition every year. We had great reception, great support from our community, and we're excited to bring it back again this year.
Great. So maybe start with just the logistics of the Coldest Night of the Year. It's a walk. Where, what day, how do people participate?
So the walk is on February 22nd this year. We're hosting again at Mid-Current Church. They were nice enough to open their doors again. So we're going to be starting and finishing at Mid-Current. Check-in opens at 4 o'clock. The walk starts at 5. The event is a fundraiser, but also an awareness builder. So the event is free. Anybody can come out, register to walk, and join us for no cost. But fundraising is encouraged. That's one of the goals of the event is to fundraise for our partners that are helping the hurt, hungry, and homeless in our local community. So folks can go online, cnoy.com/Hudson. That's Coldest Night of the Year, cnoy.com/Hudson. That's where they can learn how to register, if they want to volunteer for the event, etc. But Mid-Current Church, February 22nd, 4 p.m.
Great. And for those that maybe aren't familiar with Mid-Current Church, a good point of reference is right by the Hudson boat launch down by
Yes,
Lakefront
the
Park.
new boat launch.
That's what they're familiar with.
Yes.
But so you said it's a fundraiser, so obviously looking to support some local nonprofits. So tell us what those partners are this year. Who will the funds benefit, and what do those organizations do in our community?
Absolutely. So the first is the farm at YMCA Camp St. Croix. So River Valley Charities has been a partner of the farm for many years, and it's a growing partnership. There's a few high tunnels out at the farm that grow produce for local families suffering with food insecurity. And this year we did some calculations, and 52,000 people here in the River Valley were given access to quality nutrition at a local food shelf because of our partnership with the farm at Camp St. Croix. So they'll be a beneficiary of the funds. There's a growing need, and there's more space that we can put to use to help those in need at the farm. Second is our Neighbor's Place, one of our partners from last year over in River Falls. So they provide transitional housing, food, and other support to families in need. And the third partner is Grace Place, Salvation Army shelter up in New Richmond, one of the only homeless shelters in the area. I think the next one is 63 miles away. So those three partners are coming together to help us put this event on and then benefiting financially from the event.
Great. So I know individuals can walk, but I know businesses. I remember from last year's event, there were lots of employers that brought teams. Is that something you're encouraging again? If people, either as individuals or businesses, want to pull together a team, what do you recommend they know about leading a team of walkers and fundraisers?
Yeah, we'd love to have businesses. I think one thing that sets Coldest Night apart from other asks, I know employers get a lot of them these days, is that it's a team building event. You can, once you register the team name online, I work with the business owner to come up with custom flyers to build their team, invite all their employees out to walk. And all the employees can walk down 2nd Street in Hudson together, building a team and helping the community at the same time. So, and new this year, any business that either forms a team of walkers and comes out or sponsors the event, we'll offer them the opportunity to send out an exclusive discount or offer to the Coldest Night participants at the end of the event. So as a way of thanking those business owners, we'll send them some business back for supporting our event and our community.
Great. Well, that's good to know. And the funds then, I think I checked the website even today for this year's event, and it already looked like maybe up to 15,000 already, but hoping is 60,000 the goal?
60,000 is the goal. We are at 25% of the way there.
Well, that's a good start. We're about a month out from the event, so that's good. And so those funds will then be distributed 3 ways between those 3 partners, with your organization just providing the framework to make it all happen. Is that correct?
Correct. That's one of the things River Valley Charities excels at, is being that collaborator, bringing folks together. It's part of our mission. That's really what this event is all about. And I should mention, some people get cold feet about asking their friends, family, network for money. Number one, you don't have to. You can just come out and support the event and walk. But the average walker last year raised $100, and that's asking just 5 people for $20 from your network. So it just goes to show every little bit, when you add it up, it was $60,000 last year. So we're excited to see what our community can pull together and bring this year.
Great. And as you think about last year's event, fueling this year's event, what were some things you're really excited to carry over? Or I mentioned you one new opportunity for business owners, but are there other aspects of the event that you're really excited to see come to fruition again, or new learnings that you're looking to implement?
I think 2 things. Number one is the amount of awareness that was driven last year. You know, our partners that were out there got to talk about the clients they serve every day. And a lot of folks just don't realize, even in the Hudson community, River Falls community, New Richmond, there are folks out there that are suffering. At least 1 in 10 are dealing with food insecurity right now, and that number is growing with our economy. So just that awareness factor was huge. And number 2, the excitement that last year we were actually the #1 event for first-time charity in the nation. We fundraised the most for first-time charity, and I know a lot of our business partners love competition. They love Hudson and the River Valley to be #1, and we want to continue that. So that's part of the excitement. You know we've done it before. Now we have a bar to maintain, and we're excited to do it again, all in support of our neighbors in need.
Great. So February 22nd at Midcurrent, check-in, walk. What else will be part of that evening? If people are interested in volunteering, what are some of the volunteer roles you're looking to fill?
Yeah, so between check-in and the walk, we'll have a few presentations, maybe some live music, some activities for kids, things like that. The walk starts at 5. And then after the walk, I should mention, folks choose when they sign up either to do the 1-mile route or the 3-mile route. And we changed the 3-mile route up a little bit this year. Last year we went over the 94 bridge. This year we're kind of doing a loop right down 2nd Street in Hudson. So excited for that. It's going to bring a lot of awareness. You can't get much more visible than 2nd Street in Hudson. But when folks are done with their 1 or 3-mile walk, they'll come back to Midcurrent, and we'll have a light dinner there, like a soup dinner. You know, if folks want to come back and have a bite to eat before they go on to the rest of their evening, they're welcome to come back for soup and fellowship. And for folks that want to volunteer, we need help with the food team, our route marshals, so those that'll stand on some important corners throughout the route to make sure that people go the right way, and then help with general setup and tear down. So whether you want to volunteer or walk, all that information is available for sign up at cnoy.com/Hudson.
Great. And what would be the thing that would just blow you away and make you super excited about this year's event if it were to happen? What's the dream?
The dream? Well, the dream is to top $60,000 again this year. And our goal is to have 450 people come and walk. Last year we had over 200. And if we can more than double that for this year, it would be absolutely amazing. And I think we're on track to do that. So
that's great. Wonderful. Well, we are so thankful that you are leading this effort. Anything else you want the wider community to know about River Valley Charities as the organization bringing this together in our community for the 2nd year?
I would just say that we are anxious to keep digging into the needs of our community, the needs of our nonprofit partners, and figuring out how we can continue to bring different aspects of our community together to solve not just the problems of today, but creating that generational change for the next generation.
Great, worthy aims, and we hope we can all come together with your leadership and others' leadership to make all that happen and build stronger communities now and into the future. So thank you, Andy, for making time for the conversation, for leading the effort, bringing these groups together. And thank you as well to all of you for tuning in. Again, don't hesitate to check out all the latest about this event at cnoy.com/Hudson. I got it right there. To learn more about all those different ways Andy named that you can get involved and be supportive. But thank you for giving your time, and until we are together again, may you know peace and wholeness.